From the pros to college. Hi again, everybody. Kyle Bruzak here. And if you follow college basketball like I do, you know there's been some crazy upsets over the past few weeks. Number one's going down, number twos, threes, etc. Last night, number 5, Texas A&M. What a week and a year it's been so far in college basketball. Let's start when the number one, who used to be the number one, Kentucky Wildcats, they were one of the best teams talked about, had high expectations, were going to be another NCAA tournament contender and maybe another national title contender. That's not happening. They're dropped down to number 20 in the rankings as they were upset. Remember that season, if you follow college basketball, what happened last season when they lost in the Final Four to Wisconsin, as they were trying to go that undefeated season. If you're a follower of college basketball, you remember that as well. Another more of number one seeds have gone down. Oklahoma's gone down. Kansas has gone down. But I want to get back to Oklahoma real quick. Oklahoma had least expectations out of all the number ones so far. They had one of the best point guards, I believe. His name is Buddy Hield. He's one of the best in the country so far. He's part of a Wooden Award a watch, as if you watch ESPN, you would know what that is about. But also, what else? Michigan State out of the Big Ten had also high expectations. They lost one of their key starting players in Denzel Valentine. He's been one of their leaders and captains on that team. When he went down, his whole team went down. And even when he's been on the team, they've suffered some inexcusable losses to teams that shouldn't even be competing with them in their conference. I mean, hey, that's why a conference is more exciting than the non-conference regular season, because of what you have going on all around the country. As you also know that another number one, as I told you earlier, Kansas. They were okay. They did not play up to where I thought they would play up to. Bill Shield, their coach, is one of the best in the business, and I believe that they will turn it around. They're number 14. They lost again to another surprising team. I'll get to that in a minute. But Iowa State is also a surprising team. They've knocked down Oklahoma and Kansas in back-to-back weeks. So I think watch out for Iowa State in that Big 12 tournament, because in that tournament there's going to be some upsets, and Iowa State could be one of the winners of the regular season and could be the tournament champ to earn that automatic bid. Also, what else is the ACC? The Duke Blue Devils. Out of Duke Blue Devils, not expectations, defending NCAA champions through the roof. They had expectations going up, down, but they couldn't. They dropped from 3 to 5 to 7, 9, all the way to 24. Lost this week to Miami, who's a surprising team in the ACC. They lost, so they will eventually be dropped out. They were number 24 this week, but to Miami, surprising. They're one of the surprising teams because we all thought they were. After last year, they were done. There was no way. They had little expectations for this year, but they've come up. They're about, I believe, number 12 through 15. They're one of that area. So, but they're one of the surprising teams. They got one of the best coaches, I believe, who will not quit, and that's what the players need. They will not quit. And also another team surprising, the Michigan Wolverines out of the Big Ten as well. Them, Purdue, and Iowa, and Maryland, besides Michigan State, are all teams that can represent the Big Ten in this NCAA tournament. Michigan's got one of the best point guards in the league, who is hurt. Karis LeVert. He is hurt. He's coming off one of his knee injuries, I believe, or foot injuries. I can't recall, but he is coming off strong. He's been out, but hey, they beat some tough teams without him over the past couple of weeks. He's hopefully to get back and get well soon. Carrots. Also, as I said, Purdue, surprising. They all thought he would be in. They all thought we would not even talk about them this year. But hey, number 21 in the country, hanging on in the top 25, and they're going to be a surprising team as well, because they can do some damage to teams outside their conference and tougher conferences. And also Iowa, they're surprising out of all, because we all knew Iowa was going to be somewhat good. We didn't think it would be top 5 good. They're one of the best. And even Maryland, who Iowa and Maryland do play tonight. Or played yesterday, I should say. So it was one number, I believe, 5 versus 8 or 6 versus 8. But it was one heck of a game if you're a Big Ten fan. So, all right, thank you for joining us here. We'll see you next week for another edition of Kyle Sports Rant.